Hello Gemini, how are you? This is your monthly reading for May. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All the blurb is below. Can be for anywhere in your chart that you have Gemini and are interested in. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate seeing you and I appreciate your time. Much loved. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. I hope you get something from these readings. And if you like them, please feel free to like, share and subscribe so you can get more of them. There's something. If you're new to the channel, occasionally you'll see me vague out. That's because I'm listening. Okay, there you go. I cut and lay out, and I heard no, just shuffle for this one, and straight away, the garden at the gate, the garden and the gate came out. So that's your overall energy for this reading. It's definitely not that the grass is always greener. It's that I wonder what else there is. I wonder what else there is. This is pretty and I'm comfortable and I love it, but I wonder what else there is. I wonder what would happen if I stepped out this gate and just kept walking. Daydreaming. And you're hearing daydreaming, imagining what could be different. You're getting messages as well. There are messages coming to you, and they're not loud. It's like at the moment it's just a whisper. It's just a whisper that you're getting. But it's causing you to ponder. It's causing you to ponder. You'll notice if you see me that no layout is ever the same. Sometimes they are, and it's just a 3 or 4 in a row will be the same layout. And other times it will be suggested to me to just lay it out a different way. So at the bottom of the deck we've got the Lovers. I love this card because originally it talks about choice, but in this card you see all the different hearts. How love is different for everybody and there's all different types of love. That's really beautiful. All right, so I'll lay these out and then we'll go through it. King of Cups, Death. The Tower, big changes. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. The Empress, there she is, look at her. Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups, and 2 of Cups. So there's oh, that's interesting. So, sorry, I do this. Current position is the King of Cups, and that's the centre of the story. This is emotional control. It's sometimes the King of Cups can come across as a bit cool. And in this situation, you might be you might be being very cool. Given what's recently gone on. Now, you've had a big transformation recently. Something big has come in. And see how there's white butterflies in here, and the butterflies talk about transformation. And sometimes the death card can be quiet. It's just, sometimes it can be just a falling away of things. You know how in autumn the leaves just fall to the ground, not all at once, they just kind of fall off. It's coming across like that, how the death, whatever the letting go of, has just kind of, didn't even notice it at first, and it just kind of fell away. And then if you look at the next two cards, you've got the Tower, and see how the gate, the fencing in here, the cage almost, is like this. This has caused a big upheaval and a big inner battle almost. See how the cage is being ripped apart, but he's kind of reaching for it to try and drag it back. And that can happen when we're really uncertain. Really, really uncertain. Gate's still there. Seven of Wands talks about our boundaries. And I think this is where you're at the moment. There's a whisper, there's a hint of something. And if you look here, the next card out is the Empress. And this is, see the garden and the growing up. That's kind of the direction you're going. Now, at the moment, it could be a whispering. Now, remember, time's fluid, so it could have already happened, or it could be yet to happen. But it's like, I wonder what's out there, and you're curious. The part about being curious is that you're starting to wonder. You're no longer in the environment without realising there's more. Now you realise there's more, and you're starting to wonder what it is. That's the slow drift, is when you start realising that there's something else, there's something more, wondering what it is. Now, this could create some turmoil, and you could be having this it could very well be an inner Tower moment, and that's why you're sitting very still and very, very controlled. And at some stage you'll want to put boundaries up. It's like trying to grab the cage back as it breaks up. The suggestion here is that instead of fighting it and trying to hang on to what was, grow into what's coming. Realise when stuff like this happens, it can be so new and unknown and uncertain that we don't allow ourselves to see past what's currently happening. We don't allow ourselves to see how this could be a good thing or where this will work in our favour. So the suggestion here you're not seeing is that far more growth can come from this than if you stay in this place that's kind of falling away from you anyway. It's part of life. This is the Wheel of Fortune card. This is the turn of the wheel. You know, all things come in cycles. And so this is the go with the flow card. Just go with the flow. See how some are trying to climb back up and some are just flowing and some are just, you know, doing their own thing. It's really interesting that this is the slippery dip part. You know, if you've ever been on a really big slippery dip, there's two ways you can experience that. One is fear and trying to hang on to the sides and not let go. And the other one is just kind of putting your hands up in the air and letting yourself slide so that you get that whoosh at the end, and it's kind of like, whoo, it's more liberating, it's more freeing, even though you're still unsure of how you're going to go. You just go with it. You just let yourself go with it, and feel the excitement of it. That's your opportunity here. I think you'll discover that someone has always been there, almost in the background. I think you know them, but not, they're not in your close circle. You just know them from a while ago. It could be school, could be, childhood or uni, depending on, how old you are. But it's someone who's just kept on, almost on track with you, but parallel, without seeing each other. And you've both gone in the same direction. And this has been very quiet, just quiet. And if you let yourself go, the Wheel of Fortune is going to bring you together, like the roads are going to merge. And so you're going to see each other again, and it'll be like, oh my God, I haven't seen you for ages. And what have you been up to? Oh, me too. We've been doing the same thing at the same time without realizing it. And now all of that we've done has led us to now, is the Two of Cups. And so all the readings I've been doing lately have been leading through change and upheaval and big transformations, but they've all been going in the same direction. They've all been going to growth and beauty and the right way for you. It's only up to us if we choose to reach out and grab it. That's really interesting. It looks like, see how each one fits, but there's a trophy and there's a child and there's a dog and there's money, and it's almost as if this has been the life so far, and now this is the opportunity coming to you. And you'll notice here how there's just a green field on the other side of that, and that's where they're standing. So this is the opportunity for you. It's to step out of the gate, step through the gate, let the gate go. Stop hanging onto the cage and go down the slippery dip. Just have fun down the slippery dip. All right, my loves. I will talk to you soon. Much love. Bye.